The brain is just like a switchboard. It makes the parts of the body work well by using the muscles. Hello and welcome to Represented, Storybooks and More for African Kids. I am your host, Toye Falugi Ekezie, and I'm just super excited to be here with you. This show, we look at all kinds of cool content that's out there for our Black Nigerian African kids. So family, today in this studio, we have a wonderful, amazing author, Bukola Ayinde. Hi, Bukola.
Hi, Toye.
So I'm super excited to have her in here because she's a wonderful mom that wears so many hats, and she's created these amazing storybooks for children. And would you know, in each of her books, the central character or one of the central characters has special needs. I am going to just tell you a few of her titles before we get into the story behind the story. So, one of my favorite with my kids, and one of their favorites, is My-Name-is-Nimi. And that book is, let me just read the back. It says, meet Nimi. Nimi is a happy girl. She loves to make friends. Nimi uses a wheelchair because she has cerebral palsy. She wants her friends to be comfortable around her. She doesn't want them to think she is strange. In this exciting book, Nimi tells us things we do not know about her life. This story teaches children to show love and empathy to other children who have one disability or the other. So many things in that's so interesting, guys. And I'll just name the other two that I have in our household, which is Peter is Different and My Sister is Special. So Bukola, I'm so glad you're in the studio. I'm so glad our listeners will get to meet you. Can you just tell us how you got into this? What was your motivation? Why are you doing this? We really want to know.
Thank you, Toye. So it goes like this. My own little story behind the story.
Tell us.
So I have, she's now going to be, I think, 9 next month. That's Nimi. So when I gave birth to Nimi, Nimi was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. So at the age of
Can
3,
you tell our kids out there that are listening, and our parents who are listening, what cerebral palsy is?
So cerebral palsy is the damage to the part of the brain that affects movement. That is the muscles. And you need your muscles for everything. You need your muscles to cry, to smile, to laugh, to breathe, and even to poo.
Yeah, to poop, guys, you need your muscles.
So when the part of the brain is damaged, it affects all your movement. That means the person could become totally dependent. So in Nimi's case, it affected both upper limbs, the lower limbs, and she has poor neck control, and her speech is affected. So definitely, it goes without saying that she didn't meet her milestones. So, but at the age of 3, 4, 5, when other children will come to my house, they will come and meet me and say, okay, so why is Nimi still wearing diapers? I mean, as at that time, she was wearing diapers. Why is she wearing diapers? Why is she being fed? Why is she sitting down on a wheelchair? So I kept repeating the answers over and over again. So I said to myself, it's high time I document Nimi's life in something that is readable for kids, for them to be able to understand whether they are in school, they're in Sunday school, or they're anywhere. So when they see children like Nimi, they understand. Because what you find out is that there are some kids that will run away because they don't understand what is going on. So if they are able to have the correct, and I say correct information, they will be able to show empathy, and they will not run away from her, and they will be able to be her friends.
So I think that is a great understanding of the story behind the story. So Bukola, I'm going to put you on the spot. Why don't we have a go at reading it to our listeners? Do you want to read the whole thing, or should I take one page and then you take a page? How do you want to do this?
Let's read together. So what page? You take the other page.
Right, so you start us off. Okay. And here is the story, My Name is Nimi by Bukola Ayinde.
All right. My name is Nimi. I am 5 years old. This is me. sitting down on my wheelchair in my classroom at school. My wheelchair helps me to move around the school. There are other children in my class. They don't have wheelchairs. I am the only one that has a wheelchair. The children in my class are very nice because they play with me. They also love to read storybooks to me. I choose who should read to me every time. That makes me feel very special. Can you see a woman beside me? I call her Miss Sarah. Like some of the children in my class, you may ask why I am sitting down on a wheelchair. You may want to know why I'm the only one who has Miss Sarah sitting beside her. I will answer your questions soon.
Why am I on a wheelchair? It's because I have cerebral palsy. Let me try and tell you what this means. When I was born, my mom said I became sick and it affected my brain. My brain is somewhere inside my head. I had never seen it before, but everyone says it's there.
My auntie, Toby, told me what cerebral palsy means. She said the brain is like a big box called a switchboard. A switchboard is what makes the lights in the house work when your mom or daddy puts them on. I am sure you have seen your mommy or your daddy or any other person plug a phone into the sockets on the walls in your house. It is this switchboard that makes the sockets work. If the switchboard goes bad, the lights and sockets don't come on.
The brain is just like a switchboard. It makes the parts of the body work well by using the muscles. Do you know what muscles are? My mum said that muscles make people move their bodies. Do you know that you need your muscles for everything? Like everything that you do?
You need your muscles to smile, to cry, to talk, to sit, to stand, to walk, to raise your head, to lift your hand, to breathe, and even to poo. Well, that part of my brain did not work well again when I got sick as a baby.
That is the reason I talk in a different way and I shake my body a lot when I am talking. It is also the reason why I am sitting on a wheelchair and Miss Sarah is sitting beside me. She helps me to do some of the things I cannot do by myself. Things like holding my pencil the right way or moving around the school. She also helps to feed me at lunchtime.
It's not like I cannot do some of the things I just talked about. An example is breathing. If I do not breathe, I will not be alive. I can also speak, but my voice is not so clear. I can sit and stand, but I need someone to hold me so I do not fall. Do you know what cerebral palsy means now? The first time my Auntie Toby told me about it, I did not know what it meant, but now I do.
You know that I have cerebral palsy, and I'm sure you are kind of feeling sorry for me, right? Don't be, because I don't like that. If you take away the few things I cannot do and get to know me, you will see that I am just like every other kid. I am a happy child. Let me tell you about some of the things I love to do. I love to watch cartoons. When I was much younger, my mummy said I really loved cartoon programs like Teletubbies and Twirlywoos. Why? Maybe it's because the characters in them did so much and spoke so little. Right now, I really love Disney cartoons. Every single one of them. Okay, maybe I should not say that. I do not love all of them, but I love most of them.
Do you have a best food? I do. My best food is spaghetti and beef sausage. It is really yummy and I love eating it. My best fruit is banana. And if you watch me closely, you will find out that I love to drink water. Maybe it's because I use a lot of strength trying to do what other children do well, like talking or raising my head. So I take water to get my strength, to get back my strength.
I also like to play with my daddy and mummy and my little sister, Pimmy. My daddy and mummy buy pizza and ice cream for my sister and me. I am very happy when they do that.
Did I tell you I love to swim? Yes, I do. I'm so happy when I'm in the water. I get really excited and I kick the water with my legs. It's so much fun. There's something I have not told you. The truth is, I can't swim on my own. I need somebody to hold me when I swim, but I know that one day I will be able to swim by myself. I also know that one day I will be able to sit without anyone holding me.
My teacher tells me I am intelligent. I think so too. I'm able to know things and answer questions in class. I remember once when I sat down beside a group of children in nursery 2, and I was the only one. The children didn't say hello to me. I guess they think I can't talk or I can't hear anything. The teacher asked them some questions, but nobody knew the answers. I heard what the teacher told them before, so I answered the questions. The teacher and the children were very surprised. People look at me and feel I don't know much. I know a whole lot more than I let people know. It's just that I use a lot of energy to talk, and many times I have to say things several times, and people may still not hear me clearly, so sometimes I just keep quiet.
One time, there was a new girl in my class. Her name was Rita. She did not talk to anyone and did not say anything in class. When she first came to school, she did not have any friend. She sat near me during playtime and watched other kids play. She did not look happy. Anytime I looked at her, I thought she was going to cry. One day, I shouted her name so she could look at me, and she looked at me. I'm sure she was surprised that I knew her name. Then I smiled at her and said, "Hello." Rita was happy. She smiled back at me and said, "Hello too." She came to me and held my hand and we became friends. I was happy that I made her happy.
Now you know so much more about me. I am Nimi. I am a happy child who has cerebral palsy. All I want is for people to love me and treat me like every other child. Will you be my friend?
The end.
I love that story. I hope listeners, you enjoyed that too. What I love about it is that we get to know kind of the kid. It's not just about her cerebral palsy. Was that your intention with the book?
Yes. So when you see my daughter, the first thing you see is the physical impairment. Unless you spend time with her, you don't really get to know that she's just like any other kid. So I wanted people to meet my daughter behind what you can see with the physical eyes.
I absolutely love that. So, Bukola, please can you tell our listeners where they can find your books, where they can find you if they want to just get to know you a bit more?
Okay, so my social media handles, you have BT Ayinde at Instagram and Bukola Ayinde for LinkedIn and Facebook. And you can also write me a mail, booksbybukola@gmail.com.
Do you have any other plans to write any more books?
Oh, yes. Watch out next year. Loads of book.
Oh, you didn't tell us where they can find the books.
Yes, so I've started putting them in
the stops.
So yes, you either send me a mail or you can give me a call. 0803-575-4038.
Yes, so you've heard that. So if you would like to purchase Bukola's books, you can send her an email or you can DM her on social media, BT Ayinde. And that is it for today. So thank you so much, Bukola. Thank you, listeners. My name is Toyin Faluki Ekezie. You can find me on Simone's Oasis, all social media, and our mission is to empower the African child through entertainment, I look forward to sharing more storybooks and more with you next time on Represented. Till then, bye-bye.